What's up, gamers? This is NGG here with another What I Played video, and this time it is for October 2024. As we know, October is spooky season, so I have some spooky games in here for you. Let me know what spooky games you were playing in October. Write them below, and let's see at the end of the video if some of our spooky games were the same, if they weren't. All right, so let's start with my spooky visual novel this time. Okay. So I started playing Deathmark last month, and visual novels are a little harder for me to read straight through because sometimes my eyes get blurry while reading them if I stay too focused too long. So I can only read them like maybe an hour and a half tops. And this game requires lots and lots of concentration if you want to beat these puzzles. I went ahead and beat it with a guide, so the video should have been out last week. So if you missed the review and you're interested in how this game runs or what it looks like or what the feels of it are or what I even thought about it, the review for this game is up. But I will say that it definitely it felt similar to the first one, but I felt like it was completely a different way of how they went about using the mark bearers. Like, they weren't mark bearers this time. There were people who got these letters, but the mark bearers from the first game were in this one. So like, you didn't bear a mark like you did which was the death mark, which is how you knew death was coming for you. They did in the first game. In this game, it was something completely different. Even though the mark bearers, like I said, were from the other game, were here. So it was a little bit of a shock when I was playing this game. I was like, oh, are we not getting mark bearers at all? We're not getting mark bearers at all. So I think for me that was a little like, oh, all right, this is different. So it's definitely not the samey as the first game. It plays a little different. I loved that you can see your character walking through doors and stuff, because I remember in the first game, in first-person modes, like first-person mode games always throw me off because I can never see where my character is going, so I forget like prospectively where I am. Whereas when I see my characters in third-person mode, which this game runs in, I can see my characters, I can see them running around. Again, like I said, there is a review if you want to hear more about it. But yeah, so this is my beat game for October 2024. Now let's jump, and it's the only game I played on this Switch. Let's jump into my other Switch. The next game I played, and I'm surprised this one's on #1, but I did play it a lot. It's played, me and my sister love playing this game. We sometimes we'll play it with Monaco, but sometimes we'll just play it the two of us. This is our, like, when we want to relax, when we want to chill, when we just want to hang out kind of game. This game is, I have a feeling this is gonna be like one of my games of the years, just because how often it's on the top, how often I play it. I love this game so much. And again, this one I have to review. I have to review for you guys, so I can talk more in depth about it. I always find that the games that I love to play and that I'm still playing, like that I haven't dropped it, I never review. Like, I never review games that I'm still playing, which is so weird because if I'm still playing, I'm still enjoying it, I should review it. But this game doesn't have a beat, so I'm never gonna get to an end quote like I like to, so that I need to probably review this game. The next game I have for you is Splatoon 3, sorry. It's Splatoon 3. And with this game, feel like we had, they gave us Spooktober back, Splattober, sorry. They gave us Splatoween. Why am I not remembering these names? They gave us Splatoween back, and so it was Knights versus Wizards versus, why can't I remember the third one? Knights versus Ninja, there you go. I was like, what was the third one? Ninja. And unfortunately my team didn't win this time either. Very unfortunate for me that our team did not win. And I went with Wizards because I don't know if you guys know this. I've been on my other like crafty channel that I have. I've been doing lots of like Harry Potter, like making lots of Harry Potter objects. So I made myself a hat, I made myself a scarf, so when winter season comes, I'm gonna be all set looking like my house colors. So yeah, definitely played the wizard in the event, and of course I play with my team, and I play this every Saturday on my streaming channel. If you haven't checked that one out yet and you're missing me and you haven't seen me in a while, it's because I'm not streaming on this channel anymore. Go check me out on that channel. The next game I have for you is the Patrick Star game, and this copy was provided by Outright Games to review for the channel. So I I haven't beat this one. I'm very close to beating this one, and this one's a surprise for me. This is what is it called? It's called SpongeBob's SquarePants, the Patrick Star game. This is a bunch of mini games that you can play by yourself with the kind of a story in the middle, but it's just lots of mini games and lots of finding things on the shoot. I'm having so much fun with this game, guys. Much more than I expected for a mini game. Like, I don't know if you know this, guys. I don't like party games as much, is why you don't see me playing too many Mario Party games and stuff like that. But this one is solo, so it's all me playing against the computer or me playing against my own time. So I actually had a lot of fun with this one. It hasn't been beat yet. I did an impressions video, a first impressions video, but I thought I was gonna beat it much sooner than I have been. But I did put it like I'm trying to go for 100% on like the games, and probably if I didn't do that, I could have already beat the game. But I'm having so much fun with the little puzzles and stuff, and all the little things you can do around the. Now I'm not a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants. I'll put that. So I'll put it this way: I am not a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants, but I'm still having so much fun with the game that I don't even know the name of the town, but you walk around the whole town. So like I'm getting to know the characters. I love like the little foodie games that they have, like feeding the people. I've done all of those mini games, which is the same. I mean, I guess coming from Played Up, you would know. So I did all the foodie mini games at the Krusty Krab, and the little one with the little guy, I forget his name, but that you're giving him buckets of slime, well, these people buckets of crud and stuff like that. I did all of those mini games, so I'm now like mini games where it does a little bit more platforming. And if you guys know me, platforming is hard for me, so that's why I'm having a little bit more hard time with the platforming mini games, and then giving the king all his like jellyfish things back. Like, yeah, I'm having so much fun with this game. Eventually a full review when I beat it will come. I did it, like I said, I did a first impressions, but I want to fully review this game once it's beat. I love reviewing my games once they're beat, so that I know I'm done with it, and that you know all the experiences I had that weren't just first impressions. The next game I have for you is Monster High Skulltimate Secrets, and this was another game provided by Outright Games to play on the channel for you guys. And this one is a beat game. This one I have reviewed for the channel. I beat it the same day I got it, guys. Now this game is definitely for children. I will let you know that. That's probably why I was able to beat it so fast, but I had a lot of fun with it. I kind of wish it was longer. I really do. I wish like you could. I did all the, what is it called? I did all the side questy things because I wanted this game to go longer, and I felt like I was like, oh, when I was kind of in the middle of doing all the key stuff, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna be done with this soon. Let me do all these side questy things to get more out of the game. So I did a lot of the side questy things. There's like 2 or 3 things that I didn't get to finish. I guess if I would have gotten 100%, if I would have done those things, but some of them were platformy things, and if you, like I said before, if you know, I don't do platformy well, so I didn't do those, but I had tons of fun with this game. Again, if you want to see the full review, that one is linked above on the channel as well. So it's this one's another beat game for this month. So that makes 2 games I beat this month. The next game I have for you is Fitness Boxing, featuring Hatsune no Miku. I always butcher that last name. I actually am enjoying this game. I started it. I thought it was going to be a lot easier than it was. The first day was super easy. The second day, though, when you can adjust the settings to your liking, I was like, oh, the first day was so easy because they give you a light first day to get used to it. But the second day, it's like, all right, we're on it now. And that second day, I was like, oh, I don't need 23 minutes. I'm going to go for the full 33 minutes of workout. Oh my God. After 23 minutes, I was like, hey, can I switch this back? I need to switch this back. I did a good workout. I am going to keep track of it. I was on vacation for a little bit, so I just came back. This is why I sound a little sick, guys. I'm amazed. I'm sounding a lot better than I was when I first came back. I had to wait to record this. But this game is super fun, and now that I'm back from vacation, I'm gonna go back on I'm gonna try to play this once a day for a whole month, because I'm having it's a good workout. I was sweating the second day, and even after in November I played a few times and I've been sweating, but I'll talk about November's gaming sessions in November. But super fun. This copy was provided by Access to play for the channel. To unbox for the channel. So the unboxing video is on the channel if you've missed it and you want to know what the box art looks like. The box art is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, guys. Chef's kiss. The next game I have for you is another game that was provided by Outright Games as part of their ambassador program, and this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Unleashed, I believe. I took a pause on this one. I started playing it, but I had so many things going on, I had to take a pause. And like the games were coming back to back with Outright, and I really was looking forward to that Monster High game. So I put this one on pause, but I have the other turtle games. I'm missing one turtle game in my other Ninja Turtles collection. I'm going through like this Ninja Turtle renaissance, and I need to do Shredder's Revenge as well, but this is also one I wanted to play and beat for you guys, so I will eventually come back to this one sooner rather than later to beat this one. This one is also child focused, so it's not gonna be, I mean, you as an adult you will enjoy it, I'm sure, especially if you're a turtle fan, but this will be to help your children get into like being a turtle fan or used to gaming as the turtles. Again, I just started the game. I didn't go, I think I played maybe a half hour of it, so I couldn't tell you too much about the game and the direction of the game because I didn't put a lot of time into it yet, but it is one that I did play. It says 2 days, but that's because I played it in the middle of the night and then didn't turn off my system and turned it off the next day, so it counted for 2 days. The next game I have for you, oh god, this one, Resident Evil 4. This game, I was so like, this was gonna be the game, like if you watch my New Year's resolution game, I was like, I'm beating a Revelations game this year. That was goals. Goals was to beat a Resident Evil game this year. And unfortunately for me, this was the one I picked, and the tank controls suck so bad. I couldn't anymore. Like, my character would look one way, and you know, if you're used to modern controlling, your character is supposed to move with you, but I couldn't get him to move with me, and I kept getting caught by these zombies. I couldn't move where I was aiming my camera to move, and it was so annoying. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get the remake, and unfortunately the remake is scheduled to arrive November 1st, so I bought it. It's scheduled to arrive on the 24th, so I was like, oh, that should give me plenty of time to play and beat this game by October spooky season. And then it got lost in the mail, so it came in November, so I don't even know if I'm gonna come back because spooky season is over, if I should even come back to the Resident Evil, or if I just beat 2 Resident Evil games next year and would call it a trade-off. We'll see, but this is the last like mainline Resident Evil that I haven't played until we get to the higher digits, 7 and 8. So this is like the one in the middle that I'm missing, and I know this is the one that everybody loves. I don't like how action it is and how like the story so far. Like, I didn't like how they didn't feel zombified, right? I hate where they're talking to you, and like, I understand what they're saying because they're saying it in Spanish, but I'm like, oh, come on, my zombies don't talk. I think this is where, for me, where Resident Evil left what it should have been, always should have been, like just a zombie like puzzly game, and it went to more of the action, and I think that's why I was dreading playing this game, and my feelings on that have not changed. We'll see when I play it. I did play a lot. I played a couple of hours, and like I gave it like maybe 10 hours of trying to figure out the tank controls, but I'm still on chapter 1, like chapter 1/3 or something like that. I didn't make it very far because I keep dying. And there's no way to set this on easy mode. If there was a way to set this on easy mode, I would have done it, but there's not, and I can't. These controls, I can't figure it out. So we're gonna have to try again next year, maybe, or later this year if I am so inclined. But I'm not gonna beat it on my Switch. I'll probably beat the remake instead. I can't with these tank controls. The next game I have for you is one of my favorite games. I am now live streaming Final Fantasy VI. We finally got to the Final Fantasy VI on the live streams, and this is one of my favorite games. So we are almost close to going to 7, all the 7s and all the 7 remakes and all that stuff. But this one is my nostalgic first best Final Fantasy. We're going through all the Final Fantasy journey to see if it remains in first place, but so far out of all the ones I've played, and I've now played 1 through up to this one right now, it's still number 1 for me. The next episode I have on stream is gonna be the tower where Terra is, and maybe even the opera house. So the next episodes should be really great on the streaming channel. Again, if you the links will be at the end as well if you don't know where to find me on the streaming channel. But yeah, definitely so looking forward to playing the opera house and the tower where Terra's at. The next game was another game that was provided by Outright Games as part of their ambassador club. I was looking for a game to put on my 10 horror games co-op, and I asked Outright what co-op horror games they had, and they gave me a family-friendly Addams Family Mansion Mayhem, and I started playing this one with my kids, and my kids sort of enjoyed it as well. My kids, I'm gonna say, are adult kids. They're not children. So one of my kids enjoyed it. One of my kids was iffy on it, but it seemed like a good family fun game. You can be all the main family members. So if you're a family of 4, you can be, you know, Gomez, Morticia, Wednesday, and Pugsley. And I did quite enjoy the time I played with it. We only played 1 day of it, as you can see, but we did it as a group, as a family, so I could experience playing it, you know, experiencing how it plays as a group family and a multiplayer. This is not offline. I mean, this is offline. This is couch co-op only. So like I said, if you're interested in more of what it looks like, it should be in that 10 horror video games list. The next game I have for you is Just Dance 2019. Me and my daughter were supposed to play this more because we're going down the line of the Just Dance games, and I'm trying to beat all my that was my New Year's resolution, to beat some of my Just Dance games, and I beat so far I think 3 this year. I need to and we're still going through all the games, and how I'm beating Just Dance is getting 5 stars on every board, and then I will shuffle along. It doesn't, not the really hard boards, because those I could barely 5 stars. Sometimes I'll take a 4-star or even a 3-star on those, because the extreme versions are super hard for me. But 5 stars on the regular versions, and that's how we call in a B game for these Just Dance games. So Just Dance 2019, I don't know that there are a lot of songs on that game specifically that I enjoyed. I'll get back to you when I remember, but I know we beat like 3 of the boards while we played, so 3 or 4 while we played. So definitely a game that's still I have to work on. I just have to play with my daughter, and we'll get back on track with that. The next game I have for you is probably the next 2 games. There you go. It's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and this one, again, I'm always just doing the raid boss dens for these things, and like, if you ever want to play with us, me and Akenchi play this every time a new raid comes out, we're in there like, all right, who do we beat? And this time they also had some ghost ones going on that we didn't do, but because they're like bringing like all the Pokemon, the starter Pokemon. So we did Feraligatr, and we also did Infernape for both of those. And we usually just play the like 1 or 2 days that for each raid. The next game I have for you is the Nintendo Entertainment System. So I did shoot a video with everybody on our classic, like our top 3 favorite Nintendo games. So I was just getting video footage for everybody who didn't have footage for their games. So yeah, so I went back to just to get footage for it, so I didn't really play it. The next game I have for you is Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is one I play it like every month or two, once every other month or something like that. And it's always a good time with you guys, playing with you guys. I might have to do it as a birthday stream this weekend, maybe, to celebrate my birthday. I always like to celebrate my birthday with a game we could all play. And I think that's usually Mario Kart. I think everybody has Mario Kart, so it's easier. It has up to 12 people, so a lot more people can get in the game. But yeah, so that was all the games I played on my Switch. The next game I played was on the PlayStation, and this one we had the Fortnite Battle Pass. They had the Fortnitemares where you got special skins and stuff like. I really enjoyed this season, and not the last season, but the season before that. So I definitely enjoy these like. I've gotten into Fortnite so hard lately. It's so weird and it's so funny. I never thought I would be a Fortnite person, but yeah, I play Fortnite, and I think it's just because I get to spend time with my friends playing Fortnite. I beat the Battle Pass. I got to almost level 200, so I'm gonna count it as beat the Battle Pass plus like DLC, because I got to level 165, 170, and it's harder to gain levels after you get to 100. So I played this almost every other day or every day, and I did my dailies. So I think, yeah, usually I play a day every day just to do my dailies to get the points, and then if I'm with a big group of people, then we'll play for a couple of hours. But yeah, I'm back on the Fortnite grind. Well, not this next season. I'm taking the next season off, the reboot season. But you'll probably catch me on Fortnite all the time now. I really got into playing Fortnite on my Discord with my friends. So if you haven't joined our Discord and you are a Fortnite player, just we keep it chill. We don't. It's always objective based. It's never like kill based. We have a few of those people who love to just kill, but for me, I'm always like, all right, what's the next mission I gotta do? I just love doing missions, and so when I run out of missions in Fortnite, it's so sad. Because for me, then I feel like there's nothing to do. And that's what happened to me for a little while. Once I got to 100, I beat all my missions, and I was like, oh, nothing to do. And then they had the Fortnitemares stuff. Like, then other missions started coming, so there were more things for me to do, which is why I could play longer. But once there's no missions left to do, I kind of get like all right, I think I'm done playing with this game. But I love doing the missions, so I'm very mission oriented when playing Fortnite. Like, I don't, unless there's a kill mission, I'm not really going for the kills. I'm going for the missions, which is so fun, like trying to fight a group of people in order to get to my mission. But yeah, so those were all the games I played in the month of October. Were any of them similar? Were any of them the same? Are there any games that I should have played in October that you played that you felt were more spooky than the ones I played? Let me know in the comments below. And if you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I also want to take time to thank my members for your special memberships. Special thanks to Inking Dude and Lazy James for your special memberships. You guys are amazing. And to all my other members, you guys rock. Thank you so much. Happy gaming, guys. Happy spooky season. Bye.